you, 100 for the project. You don't know the process, forget about the projects.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Poly Rob Podcast. I am the counselor, Poly Rob. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notifications. Y'all know what to do. My Patreon is up, so make sure y'all be a member on my Patreon. I got some exclusives coming up. I appreciate y'all subscribing to my YouTube. Thank y'all. I appreciate all the love. Y'all already know what it is. Let's just get into it, man. Let's just get into it. I'm not doing no updates of what music that I dropped, even though I did drop music. I'll save that for another episode. I tried not to talk about it. I just wanted to just listen and enjoy, and that's it. But damn it, Joey Badass, Vaugnn, Daylyt, Reason, even Curtis King jumped in. It's war going on right now. Well, I wouldn't call it war. It's rap battles going on right now. It's rap battles going on right now. And it's a couple of other people that just jumped in. I actually just heard Danny Myers do a song. CJ Fly, I forgot his name. I think it's CJ Fly. He jumped in, he did a record, but we're gonna get to all of that. Let me first start by saying this. This is what we want you rappers to do. Gina Views was not lying when she said, y'all rappers gotta rap. She wasn't lying. Shout out to Gina Views. I actually have an episode talking about the miseducation of Gina Views. That's coming up. That's coming next week. She wasn't lying when she said, make these rappers rap. We've been screaming it. A producer like myself has been saying it for a very long time. No disrespect to any other kinds of styles of hip hop. No disrespect. But what I'm saying is, at a point in time, y'all gotta get in the booth. Y'all gotta say something thought-provoking. Y'all gotta say something that make us go, whoa. Rappers, have y'all ever heard these type of sound effects from people? Whoa. That was fire. Have you ever heard those? If you haven't heard those directed at you and what you're saying, you need to develop some more. Because all I was doing when I was listening to the Kendrick and Drake beef was, that's fire. Okay. You heard all that from me. And I'm pretty sure you heard it from the rest of the world. No matter who you feel won, even though K-Dot did win, though it doesn't matter who won. Rap battles are entertaining. It's made for entertainment. Shout out to Smack. Shout out to RBE. Shout out to all of these battle leagues, which they've advanced the concept of rap battles. At first, we get it in the ciphers in the streets, of course. Then we would get it, at rap battles on stage, in the early times. Then we would get it through music, through wax. You know what I'm saying? The KRS-Ones of the world, the LL Cool J's of the world, the Roxanne Shantays of the world. If y'all don't know these names, please look up these artist names. Of course, the Nas, the Jay-Z, the Biggies, the Tupacs, rest they soul. The Beanie Siegel, the Jadakiss, the Mobb Deeps. You know what I'm saying? We heard a lot of our rap battles on wax, on record, on cassette tape, on CD. This rap battle culture has evolved immensely, so much, in so many different ways. All we be wanting is, and we don't even want it all day. We understand great lyricism, great bars. Rap battles are like fine wine. You don't get it all the time. You don't get these rap battles all the time. But when you do get them, I need for two things to happen. Number one, I need the rappers to really rap on every level. And number two, I need the fans to appreciate what the rappers are doing. I don't want y'all to get, oh man, I'm tired of the rap battle. Shut up. If you're tired of the rap battle, turn off your YouTube. Turn off your playlist and shut up. These niggas is rapping. Let it happen. Oh, you see what I did there? Hold on. I wasn't trying to rap. Hold on. I'm not trying to go back to my old ways. I wasn't trying to go back to my old ways. I promise you, I don't want no smoke with no rappers. I'm not trying to rap. I'm a producer and engineer. Let me do that only, okay? But what I'm saying is, all of the fans, I need you to appreciate what's going on. I need you to appreciate that these artists are deciding to get on wax and speak their mind and let these bars go. You know the one thing, before I get into this actual battle, you know the one thing that rappers and fans, it's kind of like a miseducation there. It's kind of like a miscommunication there, right? Because as much as fans want the music from the artist, is twice as much as the artist wanting to give you the music. The artists want to give you these bars. They want to give you the music. They want to be consistent with dropping things. But due to circumstances, whether it's monetary, whether it's the labels, whether it's, whatever the case may be, whether it's life, a lot of times us as creators are unable to give you as much firepower as we want to because of circumstances. So I need the fans to appreciate when these artists decide to let this music fly. I really wish right now this is the mixtape era. Oh my goodness. Let me just say this real quick, and then we'll get into the battle, right? We have witnessed some of the best rap battles in the mixtape era. You know what the mixtape era was? It was the era where the labels wasn't technically letting, artists drop music that often. It was like you get an album and then you get like a year and a half of touring, then you get a single, then you get a second single, and then they might drop another album in another year or two. It was a lot. And then if the money was funny, you might not get the album at all. So these artists would go to their local DJs that was in the club or making mixtapes, which is a mixture of different music that's coming from whether it's exclusive freestyle that was on the radio or whether it was a new song that they got from an artist or whatnot. And sometimes they would actually, take a reel and get the song. Who knows? You know what I mean? I'm not trying to, snitch on nobody, but I'm saying DJs and these people that were making mixtapes found a way to get exclusive music that nobody else had. The beauty of that was you were able to get exclusives from an artist before their album dropped. So you were able to hear them before their album dropped. But then sometimes you would get an artist that would throw a shot at another artist and it'll be on the mixtape because the DJ is like, oh, we what y'all call now, we got content? When y'all say we got content, that's what they would say in their own terms. Like, oh, I got a freestyle. I got to drop this now. I got to put that at the top of the tape. As soon as the tape drop, I'm putting that diss song right there. That's where the Jadakiss and Benny Siegel beef came from. That's where the Nas and Jay-Z beef came from. That's when, Fabulous was doing this thing. That's where 50 Cent, How to Rob the Industry, was going crazy through the mixtapes. When he was talking about everybody, talking about robbing everybody. That's where the Mobb Deep and Jay-Z beef was brewing. You know what I'm saying? This is where, these mixtapes is where a lot of these rap beefs was born. And this is where you heard them. I'm saying that to say, I wish what's happening now with Joey Badass and Ray Vaughn and these guys, I wish the mixtape era, just for a little bit, just for 3 months or so, I wish the mixtape era was here, because it would be DJs involved playing these diss records. It would be tapes going around, people playing it in cars to get the exclusive. It would be so many elements. I've been blessed to live on both coasts, to live in New York and Brooklyn, and to live in California, in Inglewood, California. I've been blessed to live on both coasts. So I understand some of the intricacies of how West Coast artists make music in rap battles and how East Coast artists make music in rap battles. Now let's get to the shit. I'm not trying to talk y'all ear off all day, but let's get to the shit. After the Kendrick Lamar and Drake battle, and we all know how that went, it was so many songs. This was like the second time we got a chance to see an artist repeatedly drop records. Drake was the first to do it because he did the back-to-back. Even though, we heard the Ruler's back, Ether and Super Ugly, like that's Nas and Jay-Z battle. It was still a certain period of time, and it wasn't full records. It was just a period of time that they were battling against each other. But Drake was the first to do it on back-to-back, you know what I'm saying, against Meek Mill, where he just came right after one another with firepower. And that worked in his case. Then Kendrick did it to Drake. Dropping, they dropping back-to-back records, through the battle, and then Dot just went ballistic and just dropped in the same day that Drake was dropping. Like, it got ridiculous, right? So there's this underlining layout right now, and I will call it a trend because it's happening right now. It's a trend of they not giving nobody no time to respond. They going right after another. Now, after that beef, Joey Badass took it upon himself to make a freestyle record where he mentions, too much West Coast dick licking. And that was a direct quote actually from Jay-Z on 22 Twos years ago, around the Reasonable Doubt age, you know what I mean? Reasonable Doubt era. And he said the same thing, too much West Coast dick licking, because around that time, Snoop was on top, Dre was on top, you know what I'm saying? The West Coast was going crazy. So Joey Badass, because he's seen the rise of Not Like Us and where Dot was going and whatnot, he decided to just take a shot. Like, yo, the West Coast is y'all showing love to the West Coast too much. We over here, like it's East Coast over here. We over here. What's up? And if you don't know who Joey Badass is, he is a very, very exceptional artist. Before he was a movie star and a TV star on Power and all that type of stuff, he is a fire lyricist and a rapper. I would say he's more closer to a mixture between like 50 Cent and like the Mobb Deep AZ type of feel, more so than like super lyrical. He's not super lyrical, but he gonna say some shit to pierce you, right? So he decided to make that freestyle. I believe the beat was made by Conductor. Shout out to Conductor, you know what I'm saying, from Griselda. Man is phenomenal, doing a lot of great things. Then, that started the whole thing. Like, and I don't know if he was just trying to directly take a shot at Kendrick, but he definitely got the attention of people who love Dot. You know what I'm saying? That love Kendrick. So Vaughn, which is an artist that signed to TDE, went ahead and made a record about him. And that's where the whole back and forth just started. You know what I'm saying? Vaughn, exceptional artist. The man is fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting and just glad to see his rise as an artist and as a lyricist. You know what I'm saying? He started this back and forth with Joey Badass. They going back and forth, and then it just starts spilling over to everybody else being a part of it. Hitter J3 from Meet the Whoops, he has something to say. He dropped a record. Daylyt is now it's almost like, Daylyt jumped in, and he's a real battle rapper. He's a real battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? Professional battle rap. He jumped in. He got songs still going against Joey Badass. Now, if you look up YouTube and you look up Joey Badass diss, you look up Daylyt diss, you look up Vaughn diss, it's a bunch of records. I think it's probably like 10 records right now, if not more, of just this battle just going left and right. And I love it. Which brings me to my first point. My first point is, y'all need to stop with this Joey Badass versus the West Coast narrative. Stop that. Don't do that. Don't act like this is another 20v1 like what Drake said. Stop that. I keep trying to tell. Listen, stop. This is a rap battle between different lyricists that's on both sides of the spectrum. The artist that's on the West, I guess it's artists on the West, they're responding to Joey Badass saying it's too much West Coast D-licking. These artists are responding to that. Rightfully so. West Coast artists, they care about their city. You don't see when they go to the Laker games, you don't see when you come to the city. You ever been to California? You ever been to LA? Come on. See how prideful the West Coast is. Very prideful. Is New York not prideful? New York is very prideful. I know. I used to live there. Say something about the Knicks, watch them go crazy. Say something about the Timberlands, watch they go crazy. Say something about the way they talk and watch them go crazy. Joey Badass is responding to what Kendrick was doing in the rap battle. Maybe he just want lyrical smoke. I get it. I'm not knocking it. I love it. But don't act like he on the island by himself and it's all these West Coast artists coming against him. Stop all that. Y'all doing it again. When Drake was taking shots at everybody and somebody decided to respond, now all of a sudden y'all talking about his 20v1. When Kendrick dropped the Control verse and everybody responded, you didn't hear nobody say Kendrick Lamar versus the East Coast. And he literally said, I'm the king of the coast, king of them both. With my hands, I juggle them both. He said he was the West Coast king and the East Coast king. He didn't care what coast you was from. He's going at you. It's about lyrical prowess. It's about lyrical exercise. It's about lyrical dominance. Stop trying to, and once again, y'all doing it again. Y'all try to put this East versus West. Stop that. You see who we lost from that same narrative that they painted with the vibe. Stop that. These are rappers going at each other. Point blank, period. That's it. Let them go at each other. I'm hearing some great lyricism. I'm hearing some great beats. I'm hearing some great lines if you pay attention enough. But don't try to make it into this East Coast, West Coast thing, because it's, even though people are using that to their advantage, it's not. It's not. In my opinion, and this is just only my opinion, this is what I think Joey Badass is on. Because everybody's asking, like, why did Joey Badass make a diss record against the West Coast or Kendrick Lamar or whatever? This is what I'm thinking. I think Joey Badass, I think at the time he did that freestyle where he said that line, I think he did that with the intention of reinserting himself back into the music industry. You got to remember, before that, he had an album before that, which was dope. And then before that, he was on TV a grip. He was on TV a grip. He was doing shows and stuff like that. I think that was his way of reasserting himself into the music industry and saying, man, I'm back to my music. But I also think that West Coast artists go always take it personal. I don't care what you say. West Coast artists is going to take it personal. And that's exactly what they did. They took it personal. They're going to go at him. Rightfully so. Let this be a great sparring match, because the one thing that I can say about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef is that it left everybody tired. Everybody was tired because it was going on long enough. It was a lot that was going on. And even still to this day, Kendrick Lamar is having a great time performing Euphoria on his tour. So it's technically still going in my eyes. But, and I'm sorry I look like this, y'all. I'm tired because I've been up mixing records, but it's real. I'm gonna talk about it. Y'all wanted me to talk about it. A couple of my friends kept asking me about it. I'm gonna talk about it. But what this rap beef is doing, it's rejuvenating the energy of all of the rappers that want their place. Man, go for it. Take your shot. Go for it. Talk your ish. Claim your fame. Do what you do. Do what you do. You get what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with having rap battles, as long as it doesn't turn violent, and as long as these artists got a point to prove and ain't gonna say no weak shit. Man, let's go. Let's get it. That's what we need. To be honest with you, just in life in general, we need competition to keep the art form alive. We need competition in sports to keep the sports alive. The Knicks are at the Eastern Conference Finals, and they're playing their rivals, the Indiana Pacers. That series is going to be bonkers. You know why? The competitiveness. Being competitive keeps the sport alive. Being competitive in rap keeps the art form alive. That's the important part to remember. It's keeping the art form fresh. In my opinion, I want more artists to jump in this. Come on, man. Just everybody jump in it. Let's go. Let me hear what you got to say. Let me hear what you got to say. You don't have to necessarily go against Daylyt or go against Joey Badass or go against Vaughn. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you got a lyrical bone to pick with somebody, by all means, brother, call them out. We need more of that. A lot of people have been saying, oh, music been trashed the past decade or whatever. No, it's not. No, it's not. Y'all just not paying attention. And these rap battles can help people pay attention again. That's what I'm saying. These rap battles can help people pay attention. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm definitely paying attention. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, at first I didn't want to. Because I listen to Joey Badass music. I listen to his music. And the one thing that I didn't really know for sure if he was equipped to even battle like that. But one thing I do know, and we're going to get into this part too. One thing I do know is that Joey can make records. Joey can make songs. Joey can pick beats. He is a true creator. And that's the one thing that y'all be underestimating. That's what they underestimated about K-Dot, is that he's a true creator. So he knows how to do certain things to grab your attention. And I'm going to take a sip of water. We're going to get into this creative part of these battles, because I'm going to tell y'all who I think is winning so far. And I'm going to tell y'all certain things that this battle was missing. Hold on. Yes, I drink water during my podcast. I don't do alcohol no more. Sorry about that. Sorry about all the turn up people. I'm not doing no alcohol no more. So, once again, Joey Badass knows how to make songs and records. I believe, even though I haven't heard a lot, I believe Vaughn knows how to make records, and he's very creative. Daylyt could also make records, but he's a professional battle rapper, so he brings a whole nother element. Loaded Lux, when he jumped on the record The Town with Joey Badass, he adds another level to lyricism. And I see what y'all doing, Daylyt and Lux and Danny Myers. I see what y'all doing. See, you got to keep in mind, there's two battles that need to happen in battle rap. I don't know if RBE gonna do it. I don't know if URL is gonna do it. I don't know if Trenches is gonna do it. I don't know if Bags and Bodies is gonna do it. I don't know who gonna put this battle together. But one thing I'm gonna tell you is two battles that need to happen. Daylyt and Loaded Lux, and Loaded Lux and Danny Myers. Those two battles need to happen regardless of what's going on. And I think, matter of fact, fuck all that, I know that they are using this battle that's happening right now to edge on the idea of getting these battle rap leagues to book those battles, for sure. Lux don't pop out for nothing. Lux not just gonna jump into a rap beef or a rap freestyle or nothing for nothing. Daylyt has been on a mission for the past couple of years to solidify himself as a true creator and a true artist that put out records that do great numbers. He's been doing that for a while. He's dope. He's fire. Shout out to Daylyt. But he want that battle to happen too. And Danny Myers, you already know, he wants to be among the elite of battle rappers. So you know what he going for. He just put out that diss to Joey Badass immediately because he want Lux to hear that. And he threw some shots at Lux for sure. He definitely threw a couple shots at Lux because he want that battle. So And see, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This is what rap battle does. It starts the market of people wanting things, wanting more records, wanting more raps, wanting to see people perform. Like, this is what rap battles do. Why do y'all not want to see this happen? Because this is what makes rap battles so great. Is that it brings all the people to come watch. Hypothetically speaking, let's say you walking down the street, you walking down whatever your blocks or whatnot, and then all of a sudden you see two people with their fist up and they ready to fight. What are you and everybody around gonna do? They're gonna surround the two people that's got their fist up and they're gonna watch to see if they fight. Nowadays, they pull the camera, they pull the phone out and film. So what do you think is going to happen when two artists or multiple artists want to jump in a cypher and start rapping against each other? Everybody's going to crowd around and see what's going on. That's also how you develop a fanship for new artists and artists that you may not have heard too much before. I know it's a lot of people that's not from the East Coast and that's from the East Coast that's respecting what Joey Badass is doing right now, that's loving his music even more, that's going down his catalog to see what he's worked on. A lot of people is going to Vaugn's Spotify, to Daylyt's Spotify. They checking out Reason to see what Reason said about Joey Badass and vice versa. Joey Badass responded to Reason on the finals. Reason took a shot on the record that he did against him. So now we getting these artists that we may not have heard too much from before. Now we got to just check out their catalog and see what they got to offer even more. You know what I'm saying? That's what rap battles do. That's what rap battles do. The one big plus about this rap battles is, in my opinion, and I gotta show love. In my opinion, the producers and the engineers are doing a great job with keeping up the firepower. Because, to be honest, I haven't heard a terrible beat yet. I've heard an okay beat, but I haven't heard a terrible beat yet, which is very, very important in a rap battle. It's very important that you have great production in a rap battle, because the one thing you want is replay value. That's what make a rap song that's a beef song a dope song, is the replay value. If I can keep playing it, if I can keep playing it again, especially if I can play it without noticing that it's a rap beef. If I can play it and it's dope raps, but it's not so harsh that I gotta be in my rap beef mode, I can just play it just to play it, that's when you know you got something. And I'm not gonna lie, I've heard some songs from both sides, from Daylyt's side, from Vaughn's side, from Joey Badass side. I've heard some songs that I'll play again. Even disregarding the rap battle, when it's all over, I'll play those records again because they just fire. They just fire. So the producers, y'all doing y'all big one. Y'all doing y'all big one. This is what y'all here for. Appreciate the producers. The engineers are not dropping the ball. The quality of the records on one side is matching the quality of the records on the other side. That's very important. That's very important. When you competing, you have to compete. If your rebuttal song that you're about to release doesn't sound as bright and as banging and as dope as your opponent's record, it's almost like you already lost. It's hard to give you points when your shit don't bang like they shit bang. So the engineers is doing a great job. They're doing an excellent job with making sure that the quality of the songs lead up to this. Now, you got to keep in mind, it's records dropping every day. Daylyt done dropped a record damn near every day. Joey Badass, same thing, damn near every day. So that means that these engineers are in the studio 24/7 crafting and making sure that these records sound the way they're supposed to sound. So another round of applause for the engineers, man. Come on, man. Engineers is doing their thing. They keeping the quality afloat. I don't know if anybody has, put any records on DSPs, because I'm assuming majority of all the records are samples of something, and it's like Jacket for Beats type style. But one thing that I love, and shout out to the producers and engineers again, is that they're taking both sides. They're taking popular records. Joey Badass took a popular Tupac record and a Dre record and remade the beat and did some shit to diss them. And then, Daylyt and Vaughn, they taking East Coast records, some of my favorite East Coast records. And they chopping it up, adding some additional chords and strings and making it sound big, taking the drums out for the first 16. And they doing their thing. This is what I love. This is what I love.